never heard Bluegrass, so we decided to go to the largest Bluegrass festival in the U.S. We're here at Romp. Yay, in Owensboro, Kentucky. So have fun with us.
I'll let you know how it goes.
They had an on-site campground for the 4-day festival with showers.
I wanted to ease my way into Bluegrass, so we opted to go for Saturday only.
Rob got his chill on almost immediately. It was a good thing because it was a steamy summer day in Kentucky.
This little guy had the right idea.
Simple pleasures. They unplugged the misters and we couldn't figure out why.
Till these guys showed up. We've always loved watching people, but the best place to do it is at a music festival. Speaking of music,
Kentucky is also famous for its bourbon. The Green River Distillery brings out a barrel every year to have people sign it. They let it age and then release the finished product. I had to put my name on it.
they had strung hammocks from trees around the perimeter of the festival.
The kids found the hammocks first, but others were quick to follow.
Of course, you don't need a hammock to relax. Food trucks.
Since we're in the South, we thought we would get, I got Bourbon Crunch, delicious ice cream. Rob got?
That's a pecan. It's got pecans.
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 I don't know how you pronounce it. How long you been playing?
Oh, I don't know. 30 years, yes.
My grandpa was from Kentucky, and I have many fond memories of him. One was his playing spoons.
I'm not sure that this song eased me well into bluegrass.
There's a wreck on the highway, there's blood in the road, there's lifeless bodies lying cold.
Then we spotted my spoon player clogging. My grandpa could clog.
We got there early, and there wasn't many people at the time, but towards the end of the day, it got really packed.
What is there about a bubble machine and kid? Of all ages.
This guy's inner child almost got out too. These guys brought some rescued owls to help raise awareness for their refuge.
One of the purposes of the Romp Festival is to finance musicians learning how to play bluegrass. They also finance people trying to learn how to clog.
I'm gonna fire up my fuse, I'm gonna boogaloo my blues, gonna cut her up some rubber to its mud. In my band, just strings of big blood, opening pearly gates, gonna rock and jive and buck and wave, rattling bones all night and sing, shouting mountain music all night long, all night
Tell me what you thought.
I thought it was fun, and I like bluegrass. So it's great to be here at the Kentucky Horse Park, I think. I don't know anything about horses. I only rode one once and I couldn't find the gears.
So Kentucky Horse Park has a lot of horses here. Kentucky loves their horses.
and they're known for horse racing. So a lot of the champions, as they age out of the racing time, come to Kentucky Horse Park. So we're going to go meet a couple of champions. We'll show you.
Sounds like fun. I thought it was really great that they showed the horses in their glory on a movie screen before they actually brought the horses out.
That may have been the greatest Hamiltonian I've ever seen.
Stature, Marion Marauder. That was the first thing we noticed when that is our gentle giant, Mr. Muscleman. He's 23. Look who's joined us. Let's hear for Western Dreamer. Otherwise known simply as Dreamer to all of his friends. Believe me, you're all his friends. Western Dreamer is 29 years old.
They have several museums. The International Museum of the Horse, which has a gallery dedicated to the Arabian horse. The American Standard Horse got a museum all to itself, and the Wheeler Museum displays everything horse, including some magnificent trophies. So the grounds of Kentucky Horse Park are beautiful. All kinds of different trees, a little stream running through. Take a look.
And a breed from Puerto Rico, it's the American Paso Fino.
After its introduction, each horse is given time to show off while they tell the story of the breed.
The Americans began more than 500 years ago when the conquistadors landed on the shores of the New World.
The Lippensonner is special to me. I saw them perform in Austria years ago. What an experience.
The crossbreed is a Gypsy Banner Friesian cross. And a breed synonymous with Vermont, the American Morgan horse. Peacock of the Shoalring, the American Saddlebred. The American Mustang. And a rare heritage breed, this is the Old Kentucky Saddler.
So I was wrong. Kentucky Horse Park is amazing. It was so interesting to see all the different types of horses. I never realized there's so many breeds, and the place that they live in. Oh my gosh, look at this.
This place is not only a place to explore everything about horses, but it is also a working farm and competition venue, and is actually owned by the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Horses are only kept in the stalls for a short time. The rest of the time, they get to play in beautiful pastures. We're at the famous Mammoth Caves, and we're going to try and see as many as we can.
The Mammoth Caves are actually the largest cave structure in not just the United States, but in the world.
We're going to take jackets with us because it's cold down there. We're going to show you as much as we can. Our guide was wonderful, especially at pointing out specifics of the cave.
Mammoth Cave owes its early popularity to an enslaved man named Stephen Bishop. We've included a link to his fascinating story in our comments.
Since caves tend to be dark, we don't have a lot of pictures, but let me just say this. This is an unusual and magnificent cave. What do you think of Romp?
Romp was fun for me. It was like going home. My grandpa was from Kentucky, and he played spoons, played violin, banjo. He just was very musically talented. And you can see where he got it from.
You know, I loved the whole ambience of the place. I mean, I didn't think I would like bluegrass music, to be honest. But if you can remotely tap your feet, then you're in. It's a great...
It's happy music.
Happy music, right.
Yeah. You know, they planned for everybody at the festival. Every age group was planned for. And I loved watching the kids play with the bubbles, such awe and wonder over a bubble. I just love watching children play.
Plus, I was really, really surprised that it wasn't an alcohol fest, which I thought it could be really. But you know, it was very subtle, very well organized. And
There was a lot of security there too. So I noticed people don't tend to go crazy when there's security. So that's good.
yeah. Well, with the weather being the way it was, you know, I thought it was great they had those water areas and a hammock for those that needed to have a rest. And that was cool.
So good. Kick the kids out first, but yeah. And it was really cool. Really cool.
Great time.
Yeah, yeah. So Kentucky Horse Park.
Well, that was a surprise for me because, as you know, I've never had much great experience with them, but I was amazed at all the different types of horses.
I also loved at the horse park that they took such good care of their horses. They really honor their champions, and I thought that was beautiful.
A great place to live for a horse too.
It is a great place to live for a
Yeah,
horse.
awesome grounds.
Yeah, yeah.
And speaking of grounds, you know, our campground was right next to it, so excellent. A shout out to the campground; they did a fantastic job.
They did. And then Mammoth Cave.
Well, Mammoth Cave, I'm used to caves that have stalactites and stalagmites, so my expectations were a little different. But what an awesome place!
It was. It was.
You know, I mean, miles and miles and miles. They keep discovering more and more of it. And it was just a great experience.
I loved that they had access for people that are not as mobile, and therefore I could see the caves, and that was wonderful.
Yeah. What about that restaurant that was there in the 70s?
That would have been so cool.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, yeah. I do appreciate though that they discontinued it because it was damaging the cave with the oil from cooking things.
What about the fellow that discovered this?
Stephen Bishop.
Great story.
Yes, I love his story. Please, for those of you that are watching, please be sure and look up his story. We've left you a link in the comments section, but he was wonderful. His story was wonderful.
He was an enslaved man, but he found such freedom in the discovery of these caves.
He didn't discover the cave, but he mapped them out. So the man that owned the caves brought his slave from home, wherever that was, and let him map out the caves.
Yeah, but his story was remarkable, and it's one of great triumph for him too because he got his freedom.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Kentucky's like one of my favorite places.
Yeah, it is so green. There's no question about it. And what I loved about Kentucky in general was the people were friendly. It was well taken care of. There wasn't too many places that we saw that were, you know, kind of third world. It was lovely. It was nice.
Third world. No, that does not describe Kentucky at all.
Great. Anybody going to Kentucky? Great place. Go, go, go.
Go, go. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching. And if you like our videos, please press the subscribe button.